Hello, and welcome to ONTV News. I'm Taylor Goldman.
And I'm Jessie Agnew. The Veterans Memorial has been a point of pride here in Lake Orion since its completion at 312 South Broadway. With its inception back in 1993, the public support for the project has been overwhelming, and each year local dignitaries, residents, and veterans gather to remember not only those who gave the ultimate sacrifice, but also to those who serve our country and made it home safe. The newest addition to the memorial was recently donated and installed by Carport Structures of Oxford. A new covered pavilion now graces the grounds of the memorial. The estimated cost of the pavilion is around $25,000, which Carport Structures covered at no cost to the memorial. With the new pavilion in place, visitors can now find some shelter from the elements during the 5 regularly scheduled observances throughout the year. Here's a quick look at some facts about the memorial. Planning began back in 1993 and has been a labor of love for all involved. The memorial was collected over $900,000 through fundraising efforts. Donations can still be made by either purchasing a brick, which will be added to the memorial's walk, or by direct donation by calling 248-693-6636. The memorial is a nonprofit 501c3. The memorial hosts 5 events each year, including Patriots Day to remember 9/11, September 11th at 7 p.m., Memorial Day, May 27th at 1 p.m., the National Day of Prayer to pray for world peace, May 2nd at 7 p.m., Veterans Day, November 11th at 7 p.m., and Pearl Harbor Day on December 7th of each year. We encourage all of our viewers to stop by the Veterans Memorial to appreciate all of the hard work to make this gem a reality.
It may still feel like winter outside, but believe it or not, Easter is right around the corner. Anyone visiting the Orion Center on Saturday, March 16th may have noticed bunny tracks in the snow. That's when Orion Township hosted its annual Bunny Bop. More than 100 children and their parents gathered at the Orion Center to enjoy a variety of events. The day started off with a pancake breakfast, and kids were encouraged to get creative with some Easter-themed crafts. Of course, there were plenty of photo opportunities as families posed with the Easter Bunny. The snow outside didn't seem to affect attendance as the event was sold out, but the Easter egg hunt that was originally planned to make plays outdoors had been moved inside. But the kids didn't seem to mind as they hunted down those toy-filled eggs and candy.
We saw the bunny and we took a picture with him.
What was your favorite part?
The Easter egg hunt.
What was your favorite part?
Easter egg hunt. Well, we went on an Easter egg hunt and we ate pancakes.
What was your favorite part?
The Easter egg hunt.
Yeah, did you get a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah? How about you?
My favorite part was seeing the Easter bunny.
Have you done this before, or is this your first time?
This is our first time.
Really? So what'd you think of it?
I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah? You too?
Yep.
All right.
It was the first time the event was held at the Orion Center. The building wasn't quite ready last year at this time, and the event was held at the old Senior Center building in the village. In previous years, the event was held at Friendship Park.
This building is really critical to us. In the past, we've been so limited in size to what we can do. This activity has actually expanded from 50 kids to 100 kids. So we are much better able to accommodate a larger number of participants at our events this way.
March 20th marked the official first day of spring, and once again, the Orion Center was the place to be. The Green Expo was held at the center for the 2nd year in a row after being held at Canterbury Village for several years. More than 30 vendors set up tables offering information on parks and trails, health and nutrition, and more. Visitors were even greeted by a mini farmers market upon entering. Last year, the event was held in April to coincide with Earth Day. This year, the event was moved up to the first day of spring. Program Supervisor Jennifer Vesna told us about another major change.
This year event, we added a new piece. It's not just an expo, it's also a recycling event. So we have shredded out in the parking lot. We have a electronic disposal company that's collecting your old TVs, your old microwaves, things of that nature. We have a scrap hauler out in the parking lot that's collecting old dishwashers, dryers, water softeners. And in addition, we have things in the building too that we're collecting: old cell phones, eyeglasses, hearing aids, batteries, light bulbs. We are collecting pretty much everything but the kitchen sink.
That's great. Even though they could probably take the kitchen sink to the scrap metal recycling, right?
They probably would, wouldn't they?
I mean, people that come here are looking for organic, natural type products, so it's good for people that are looking for environmental issues.
Right.
So the feedback's been good today.
What is the message you're trying to get out today by taking part in this event?
Well, the biggest thing with my company is I always tell people is I'm offering an organic way of fertilization on lawns and trees. So helping the environment, whether you live on a lake or you're concerned, with pesticides on, for your children and pets. So it's an alternative to lawn care.
We want them to come away with the knowledge that it's easy to stay clean and to protect the environment. There's lots of opportunities to do that, from what you put on your lawn, on your laundry, what you plant, what you don't plant, and how you take care of our natural world is going to be a legacy that you leave your children.
Today, you'll see a lot of people coming here specifically for information about how they can be greener, what can they do to help preserve, protect the environment. So we have a great opportunity to just have dialogue with them, to talk to them about the No Haz event that comes up. Oakland County hosts this. We have Free Disposal Day that takes place at Eagle Valley for Orion residents only. They get to learn and know about these dates. I've had several of them tell me that this is great because they can plan. They can be better planners by knowing when these things are happening and when these events are occurring, and even simple things like 10 things people can do to participate in preserving and protecting the planet. It's all good information, and I've yet to hear anyone come by and say that it wasn't worth their while.
The staff at the Orion Center is gearing up for their one-year anniversary already. A day of fun and activities will be planned to celebrate the milestone. Get out your calendar and mark down Thursday, May 2nd. We'll have more information as the date gets closer.
We're going to take a quick break, but when we return, we'll have a special look at this year's Battle of the Books. You are watching ONTV News. Stay tuned.
ONTV is proud to bring local government meetings to the community live on Comcast Channel 20 and AT&T UVerse Channel 99. However, if you're unable to watch the meetings on their original broadcast date, you can watch replays on our website at a time that best fits your viewing schedule. Visit orionontv.org and click on the large Meetings on Demand button on the left side of our homepage. Then click the month and year of the meeting you are looking for. You will be presented with a list of meetings for that month. Click on the meeting you wish to watch and then click on the View Select Program button. The media player features a play-pause button, a scrub bar, volume bar, and a full screen mode. You can also skip ahead by clicking on the indexed agenda items below the video. ONTV hopes to continue to make not only the meetings, but all of our programming accessible online through our website and our YouTube channel. For more information, visit orionontv.org or call us at 248-693-3377. ONTV, bringing your government to you.
Welcome back to ONTV News. It seems that with all the distractions kids are facing today, one has to wonder if kids had the time to sit down and enjoy a good book now and then. The staff at the Orion Township Public Library did their part to encourage 5th graders to discover the joy of reading by hosting the Battle of the Books, now in its 38th year. ONTV's Joe Johnson was at the event and brings us the story.
Welcome to the Battle of the Books!
On Saturday, March 16th, 47 teams of 5th graders representing every elementary school within the Lake Orion School District, including St. Joseph's Catholic School, gathered at Scripps Middle School for the 2013 Battle of the Books. The event is organized by the Orion Township Library, and teams were recruited way back in November of 2012. Each team was given a list of 15 books to read over the next several months. Many schools spawned multiple teams, with each team coming up with a creative name and its members sporting colorful costumes. During the event, librarians asked questions or presented quotes, challenging the teams to come up with the book's title and author. There were 50 questions in all.
This is a great event for the community. It's truly a community event. We have the schools participating, we have the parents participating, we have volunteers. It teaches children the love of reading. They come to the library. I am observing just the love of being together, the love of books, the enthusiasm that teamwork can bring.
The librarians tallied up the scores, and the teams were invited to attend an awards ceremony on Tuesday, March 19th at Lake Orion High School. Every team that participated was invited to come up on stage to receive a certificate, and some teams were recognized with a Best Costume Award or Most Creative Team name. Eventually, it came down to 3 remaining teams, and it was these 3 teams that finished in first, second, and third place in the scoring. Coming in third place was a team dark and grim, made up of students from Weber and Stadium Elementary Schools. Finishing in second place was the team known as the Bookie Wookiees, made up of students from Blanche Sims Elementary and Orion Oaks. And crowned champion of the 2013 Battle of the Books was the Question Marks, made up of Kobe Christoph of Stadium, Jack Louver of Stadium, Neha Dwibashiam of Stadium, Wesley Johnson of Stadium, and Jonathan Gibson of Orion Oaks. Those names will appear on a plaque that will hang at the Orion Township Public Library. We spoke with Library Director Karen Knox, who was able to witness her first Battle of the Books competition.
Actually, what we really hope the kids get out of it is the possibility of picking up a couple of books that they might not otherwise have read and read them. And maybe they like it, maybe they don't, but at least they had the opportunity to find them. And usually most of the kids will say they picked up a couple they wouldn't have otherwise picked up, and they actually kind of liked it. So just getting them reading, getting them enjoying reading, and then having fun at the actual event, so they realize that reading can be fun, it can be social, it can be something that they can have for the rest of their lives. It doesn't have to just be about school and tests and all of that sort of thing. It can be fun too.
At the awards ceremony, the library director introduced the guest speaker, Michigan author Ruth McNally Barshaw, whose book Ellie McDoodle was one of 15 books event participants were assigned to read.
I think it's a brilliant concept. I'm from Lansing, Michigan, and I wish our city did Battle of the Books. We don't. But yes, I am familiar with Lake Orion's Battle of the Books because I was the author speaker in 2008, I believe it was. With my first book way back then. So it's wonderful to come back. It's just fantastic. And it's neat to see the program still thriving, still doing great. And all these kids showing up excited about books of all things. It's fabulous. I mean, what a great future for our country, I think, when I see kids excited about books.
From Lake Orion High School, this is Joe Johnson reporting for ONTV News.
Thanks, Joe. The Ladies Lovin' Charity hosted a shopping event last Saturday to help raise money for a local charity. Lake Orion High School was filled with 60 independent vendors for the event, helping to raise money for the North Oakland Community Coalition. The NOCC has been aiding in the fight against underage drinking and drug use. The Ladies Lovin' Charity in Lake Orion was started by President Gigi Kreutzer in October after she met with the Women's Life Society.
In July, I met with the woman, Crystal Mosier from Women's Life. They are a 150-year-old women's fraternal corporation that started in Capac, Michigan, and their sole purpose is to fund groups like ours. You can get up to $5,000 a year from them in $500 increments to use things for advertising and different needs that your group may choose to use the funds for. So we met, she explained to me how it works, creating your own chapter, and then I met with Renee and we said, let's do it. It sounds fun and it's for a good cause, the causes we get to choose. And so we're on our way. This is our second event. In the fall we did our first event and we gave Haven $2,000, about $2,000, the Haven and Pontiac for the women and children.
Although this organization is made up primarily of women, the founders of the Lake Orion Charter wanted to be more of a family effort.
Our purpose too was to not just have us ladies involved, but families. So the more we grow, we're having our students at the schools that need volunteer hours come and be a part of this. We're including our spouses as there's events we need help with, and so we just wanted it to be, an event, a community, and a family opportunity for us to get involved with helping others. So.
The Ladies Lovin' Charity is trying to make these fundraising events happen quarterly and are always looking to add new members.
We now turn our attention to local sports. The NCAA basketball tournament rolled into the Palace of Auburn Hills on Wednesday, March 20th as one of the opening round locations for the 2013 NCAA Tournament. Michigan State and the University of Michigan were selected to play their first round games right down the road at the Palace. They looked to make their most of being able to play so close to home. Fans from all over Metro Detroit attended practice sessions, which were free to the public. MSU fans were out in droves for their Spartans and were treated to a glimpse of what practice looks like for a national-ranked basketball team. After the drills were completed, a dunk contest entertained the crowd. Fans of all ages cheered the teams on as they left the court after their 40-minute practice, and the players were gracious enough to stop and sign autographs for the fans. Though both MSU and U of M are playing at the Palace, they are seated in different regions for the NCAA tournament. MSU in the Midwest and U of M in the South. We wish both teams good luck as they try to earn a trip to the Final Four in Atlanta.
With spring arriving, many local students turn their attention to spring sports, the most popular of which is soccer. ONTV's own Kelly McKay brings us this story on a very unique local soccer league.
The Summit Soccer women's varsity team gathered on March 14th for their first outdoor practice of the season. Summit Soccer is an organization that gives homeschool boys and girls an opportunity to play soccer during the spring high school season. The club focuses not only on winning games, but also on building strong Christian character for their players. The team plays about 25 games against high school and college teams throughout the Metro Detroit area. Many previous Summit players have gone off to play soccer at the collegiate level.
Summit Soccer is a homeschool soccer league for kids who don't have a regular high school to play for.
Today was like our first outdoor practice, and we worked on like splitting the gaps, possession, we did a little scrimmaging, and yeah, it went really well. It was muddy, but it went well.
I mean, I love the girls, I love the coach, so it's pretty much all positive. There's a lot of competition so far, so I think it's really helping me grow.
My favorite part of Summit is that like I get to hang out with a bunch of girls with like my similar values and stuff. Like we all pretty much like don't swear and we all have like the same morals. So it's nice to be able to hang out with girls who share similar interests and stuff that I do.
Summit Soccer takes on Lawrence Tech University on Friday, March 22nd. For more information about Summit Soccer and their game schedule, visit summitsportsacademy.com. From Romeo, I'm Kelly McKay, reporting for ONTV News.
Thanks, Kelly. Speaking of soccer, ONTV is gearing up for our coverage of the LOHS Spring Athletics season. We will be covering boys and girls lacrosse, girls varsity soccer, varsity softball, and varsity baseball. Check our website's program guide at orionontv.org for more information on upcoming broadcasts. Remember, you can also watch most of our games on demand. On our YouTube page, just click on the big red YouTube button on our homepage and navigate to the Dragon Sports playlist.
That's it for this edition of ONTV News. On behalf of the entire crew, I'm Taylor Goldman.
And I'm Jesse Agnew. Thanks for watching.